So this morning we're going to normally through the course, because I've been doing a lot of tantric hatha stuff with you, and the way that I practice is I do my asana first. I tend to do some pranayama before my asana to really get myself in the zone, but I tend to do my meditation after my asana now, because I wanted you guys to feel that, to see the difference. But a lot of yogis, a lot of practitioners, you get a lot of people who meditate and they don't even practice yoga. You've probably come across people like that in the world. There's a lot of people that do spiritual practices, but they don't necessarily do asana. So, a lot of 200 hours, my 200 hours, we did our asana for an hour, we did our meditation for an hour in the morning, and then we had a bit of brunch or breakfast, a light breakfast, and then we did about 3 hours, 2.5 hours of asana. It was really pretty full on, and I don't want you to feel like, oh my God, an hour of it, and it's like quite traumatizing. I want you to feel it in your body and know that you can go back and you can keep doing it instead of, it's a bit like if you do too much of something, it can overwhelm you, and then you almost have that thing stuck in your mind that, oh no, I didn't like that, I'm not going to go back to do it. So I want you to be open to experience so that you know yourself what feels good and feels right. So I want you to open up to your own intuition as opposed to me telling you what you should feel or what you shouldn't feel. As everyone's at different stages in their practice and in their life, and you'll be taken to where you need to be, and with everything in your life, it's about having faith. This is the yamas and the niyamas for the Ishvara Pranidhana. So you're surrendering to what is, that's part of your yama and niyamas. So the more you keep with your practice, the more things like these, the yamas and niyamas, instead of consciously trying to adhere to them, they naturally, the more you do your practices, they naturally become part of your life. So I thought we would do a meditation before practice today to see, so you can have a little, you can feel in your body what feels right for you, because a lot of people do their meditation practice in the morning and then they do the asana. And we did a meditation yesterday, Nada Brahma, which I really love the energy of that one. Some people might not necessarily, because they don't like mantras sometimes, or not mantras that you're making noises with their practices, but it's a vibrational frequency. It's a really powerful one, and setting the intentions to really work with the heart center. So today's one, what we're going to do is, it's called antar mouna. And it's kind of quite an advanced meditation, so it comes in stages. So we're going to do stage 1. You're supposed to build up and do, the stages are supposed to be built up over probably years. But what we're going to do is I'm going to talk you through antar mouna, and then we'll do an asana practice. And our lecture this morning, I'm going to speak to you about antar mouna, because it's a great meditation that you can incorporate into your practices, but you can change it around a little bit if you don't want to do so I think being aware of the foundational practices and why we do things, instead of sometimes you go to classes and you go to teachings and trainings and you're taught something, but you don't know the whys. I'm one of these people who like to know, but why? But what does that do for you? And why would you do that? And I want to share that with you, because I think it gives it more depth as well. And so the practice we're doing today as well, because you should be attending 2 online classes at least a week and doing your daily practice. I'm I'm having faith in you that that's what you're doing. So instead of me forcing my practice down you, I want you to really find your practice. So that I've been teaching you the different variations of types of practice, or if it's to do with a category of asana. So because we've been speaking about how we put classes together, I'm going to teach almost like a skeleton class of what I would teach, like my style of teaching, which is I call my style, which isn't any, you know, a trademark style. I call it Kundalini flow, because, and then sometimes I don't actually even incorporate Kundalini into my practice, because sometimes I want to just teach a pure tantric hatha, or I want to teach a pure yin class, or, you know, or a pure Kundalini class. But I do like to incorporate a lot of different types of practices into my own style that I've picked up. But what I want to show you is when I teach, or when I'm figuring out a class, I put everything into segments. And it makes, so we spoke about this yesterday, about you find, you know, when Emma was saying about doing her 20-minute sequence, she didn't realize how long some things had taken. So this is a good thing for you to do, to know that you can put different parts of your practice into segments. And if you realize you're running over, you can take some asana or something out of that segment and know which parts, or you can say, right, I don't need that segment in today if that's me running over. But it's also the same as if you're you've gone too quickly or something, which can, if you're a new teacher, sometimes that can happen because you're speaking too quick because you're feeling all nervous. So a good thing is to come back to your breath. But you can know that, okay, you're going a bit quick, you've still got this time. You can bump up put some more asana probably into your vinyasas, you know, or add a little sequence, or add a little pranayama. So if you're teaching in segments, then it actually, you can manage the time better, and you know where you're going next in that sort of sense as well. I think that keeps your teaching on your practice as well. My daily practice, I'll think, right, what do I need to get for, what do I need to give myself today, and what segments will I pop in, you know? So that's what we're doing today. So it's not so really, we're not looking at any wild poses. Where we had a little bit of a play with our practice, throwing in some fun moves the other day. Today we're kind of just stripping it back, and I would call it like a skeleton class, just so you can see how I would teach in my kind of a regular type class, you know, like just you're going into a group of like beginners perhaps, or a class you've never met before, and it's a mixed ability, a kind of generic class that works. Okay, right, so let's get comfortable, and I'm going to talk you through antar mouna. We're going to do the practice, and then after our asana practice, so after you've had your cuppies this morning, the lecture will be on antar mouna, because it's actually a really interesting meditation that you can use in your personal life, and you can teach as well. So get nice and comfortable, sitting in a steady and comfortable position. So make sure your shoulders are back and down. You're tucking the chin in slightly, drawing the belly button back slightly. Imagine that visible string pulling your head up to the heavens. So some people find sitting in Sukhasana, easy pose, the best one. But if that's achy on your knees, you can have blocks or cushions underneath your sit bones. So raising your hips seems to help. My go-to for my meditations a lot of the time is Virasana, but that's because I'm an internal rotator. So that's my comfortable meditation. And some people will put blocks or cushions underneath their bottoms in Virasana. So find your comfy position, close your eyes, and just start to connect to your breath. But really just smooth your breath out. So maybe breathing into the count of 4, breathing out to the count of 4. Just start to settle in with your body. And are you going to say to yourself, now I will start the practice of antar mouna. So first of all, be aware of your body. So feel the sensations of touch. So the pressure of your body against the ground, the sensation of your clothes and your body, sensations in your skin. Fix your whole attention on the sense of touch. So do it intensely until you lose interest. And now become aware of the outside environment. Become aware of all sense experiences, whether they disturb or not. Let perception of external stimuli arise without the slightest resistance. Do not control the mind, only be alert to the outer world. Keep yourself receptive to everything that is taking place in the surroundings. Do not make excessive effort, or this will create mental tension. Let there be choiceless awareness. Though there are various sense impressions, sound will be the most prominent. Be aware of outer sounds. The sound may be a car, a telephone, a bell, radio, birds, people talking, whatever. Listen carefully with detached awareness. Listen to these sounds without judgment, thinking, or analysis. Only hear the sounds without concern for their cause. If you hear something in an adjoining room, do not think of that noise or what it is. Only listen to the sound. You should remain aware, a spectator. Do not identify with any of the sounds. Say to yourself, I am the seer, unaffected by these sounds. Always consider that the external perceptions are a relation between the objects and the senses. They don't affect you, the seer inside. First, you should be aware of all sounds in the environment without choice. Do not choose, only receive. Continue this for a few minutes. Then you should choose a prominent sound and fix your attention on it to the exclusion of all other sounds. Then switch your attention to another sound of your choice. Remain alert, be aware, do not sleep. So be aware of different sounds in turn. Then again, be aware of all sounds that arise at the same time. Expand your perception of the external world to the full stretch, your perception to the limits. Hear even the slightest sound. Try not to think, only awareness of external sense experience. Then become aware of your breath. Fix your whole attention on the flow of your breath in your nostrils. Cut off perception of outside sounds. Continue breath awareness for a few minutes. Only be aware of your breath. Then again, direct your attention to the outside world, and again become aware of external sounds. As before, you can fix your attention on the general noise in the surroundings, or choose one prominent sound. Be alert, do not introvert and become lost in thoughts. Listen to a ticking clock, to someone coughing, to someone speaking. Listen to the wind. Listen to the sound of silence. Listen intently. So it doesn't matter whether you perceive many sounds or one particular sound, but listen to the outside world as though it is something strange to you. Then again, be aware of the breathing process. Do not listen to outer sounds, only perceive the flow of your breath. Fix your whole attention on the breath. Then again, perceive outer sounds. Only be aware of the outside environment, listening intently to the outside world as though it's something you've never experienced before. And then come back to breath awareness. Only be aware of your breath. Okay, bringing your awareness back into where your body is sitting on the floor. Come back to the sensations on your skin, on your body. You can begin to move in any way that feels comfortable to you. Open your eyes. Okay, so that was stage 1 of antar mouna. It's a really great way. Some yogis use that as a way of entering their meditation. So they use that as a way of beginning their meditation. So starting with that and then meditating. So I'm going to speak about it after a practice. Okay, so we're going to come into cross-legged position. And we're going to begin to warm up. So lengthening up through the spine, shoulders are back and down, and then just slowly and smoothly rolling your head around, breathing into any tightness, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed and the spine long. Go round the other way. And back to neutral spine. Drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Breathe against that left side of your neck. Drawing the belly button back into the spine. And keep these shoulders melting down the back. Take your head back to center. Drop your left ear down towards your left shoulder. Breathing into that right side of your neck. Smoothing out the breath. Take your head back to center. You're going to look over your right shoulder, and as you inhale, your rib cage is going to lift and expand. And as you exhale, your rib cage is going to contract and go back down. So keep working with that. And then looking over the left shoulder, again, nice big deep breaths. Take your head back to center, and if you don't have neck issues, take your head all the way back. And you can imagine that you're breathing the color blue in and out through the front of your throat area. This is Vishuddha chakra. Communication chakra is about asserting yourself, speaking your truth, being true to who you are, communicating well. Take your head back to center, and then interlace your fingers, take them behind the back of your neck. Elbows are pointing towards the wall in front of you. Tuck the chin in. Engage Mula Bandha, engage Uddiyana Bandha. And then as you inhale, you're going to visualize that you're breathing a white light from the base of your spine all the way up the spine to crown the head. Exhale to draw that breath all the way back down. So keep working with this breathing technique, engaging all three bandhas, all three energy locks. Really opening up Sushumna channel. Gently releasing. And then from here, let's shrug away our worries. Breathe in, breathe out. And slowly rolling your shoulders back, big circles. And forwards. So let's switch on our brains, a little bit of Kundalini here. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And from here, palms are facing each other, relax the shoulders, engage Mula Bandha. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale. Hold the breath, engage the lock, bring the awareness to the eyebrow center, Ajna Chakra, Agni Chakra. Exhaling to release. Moving to sit on your heels, bit to your knees, your ankles shout at you, stay cross-legged, because we're really just trying to work this thoracic part of our spine. So keep the shoulders relaxed, inhale to open up in the chest and the throat, exhale to curve the chin, tucking it into Jalandhar Bandha. Keep going. So you can even imagine the color green in your heart chakra. Place your hands onto your shoulders, breathe in to the left, breathe out to the right. Inhale, hold the breath, engage the lock, bring the awareness to the eyebrow center. Exhaling to release, coming back to cross-legged position. Keep the shoulders relaxed and moving into Sufi grinding. So you're circling this middle part of your body, really stimulating your internal organs here. Let's go the other way. Back to neutral spine. Place your left hand down to your left side. Inhale, right arms coming up and over. Look up at the right palm, it's facing down, and draw that left shoulder away from your ear. So really stretching out through that right side of your body. And then releasing, right hand down to your right side. Inhale, left arms up and over, looking up at that left palm, facing down, and draw that right shoulder away from your body. Feel that left armpit opening up. And then releasing. Place your right hand onto your left knee, left hand on the floor behind you. Breathe in to lengthen. And breathe out to twist the look of your left shoulder. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to twist. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to twist. And then releasing, place the left hand onto your right knee, right hand on the floor behind you. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to twist. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to twist. And releasing. Place your feet together into Baddha Konasana. Interlace the fingers over the toes. Inhale to lengthen through the body. and exhaling to fold forwards, tucking the chin in, lengthening through the spine. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to let go. Keep working with this breath, really trying to elongate the spine, letting go of any tension you're holding on to in your inner groin area. You hold a lot of emotions and tension in this area. So work with the breath, try and keep the spine nice and long, remembering the cervical spine is part of the spine too. It's not about trying to get your head down to the ground here. Inhaling to come all the way back up. Take your feet a little bit further away into Talasana. Interlace the fingers over the toes. Inhale to lengthen and exhaling to fold. So working your head towards the feet, not minding if your head is far away from your feet. So again, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to let go. Breathe into any dark spaces. Inhaling to come all the way back up. Coming back to cross-legged position, and we're moving into Gomukhasana. I like to use this one as a transition in between warm-ups when you're moving onto your, and then you move onto your knees. So Gomukhasana, cow space pose, take your right foot, lifting it up and taking it over the bent left knee. Some people might need to put blocks underneath your sit bones. You're either staying there, or you're taking each foot to either side. So listening to your knees and your ankles, right arms coming all the way up to the sky. Take it down your back and the left arms coming underneath to open up. Open up that right armpit, tuck the chin in and draw the crown of the head up to the heavens. Inhale to open up your body. Exhale to let go. And then releasing the hands, moving the hands into Garudasana, arms, eagle arms, right arms cross over to wrap around the left. If you don't have shoulder issues, lift the elbows up. Engage Mula Bandha, work with the breath, smoothing the breath out. And then releasing. Coming back to cross-legged position. From here, you're going to get your left leg, lift it up and take it over the bent knee, either staying there or taking each foot to either side, listening to your body. Your left arm's coming all the way up to the sky. Take it down your back and the right arm's coming underneath to try and hold on. Opening up in that left armpit, tuck the chin in and draw the crown of the head up to the heavens. Inhale to open up with the body and exhale to let go. Gently releasing, place your arms out in front of you, left arms cross over to wrap around the right. If you don't have shoulder issues, lift up the elbows, engage Mula Bandha, smooth out the breath. And then releasing, you're going to untangle yourself and move onto your hands and knees. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhaling to curve your spine, your gaze is up. Exhaling to curve your spine the other way, your gaze is at your navel, engaging Uddiyana Bandha. So working with cat-cow, so we're really now trying to warm up the lumbar spine here. So we're slowly but surely, this is where your A-type students will start to be, oh my goodness, this class is far too slow for me. But I really want to get everyone to warm up correctly. So then from here, inhaling to circle your hips forwards, exhaling to circle them back. This is a nice technique to do if you've done a strong hip opening practice because it releases the psoas muscle. Let's go the other way. And then coming back to neutral spine, finding your drishti point, you're going to lift up your right leg. Reach back the left hand, the opposite hand, draw the shoulders away from your ears, tongue to the roof of your mouth to help your balance. Smooth the breath out. Stretch out through the fingertips, stretch out through the toes, tuck the chin in and breathe into the right side of your pelvis. Drop your left hand to the right foot, turn to the right arm's going all the way up to the sky. So you're either staying there, or you can bend that top leg if you like and take the right arm over. Again, to open up the right side of your body. Slowly coming back down onto your hands and knees, checking in with yourself, finding your breath. Where are you today? How is your body feeling? Where is the prana? And then finding your drishti point, lifting up your left leg, reaching back with the right hand, drawing the shoulders away from your ears, tongue to the roof of your mouth, smoothing out the breath. Stretching out through the fingertips, stretching out through the toes, tucking the chin in and breathing into the left side of your pelvis. Dropping your right hand and your left foot, turn to the left arm's going up to the sky, either staying there or straightening both legs, stacking one on top of the other for Vashisthasana. Or you can bend that top leg and take the left arm over to open up that left side of your body. Slowly coming back down onto your hands and knees, sitting back on your heels, stretch your arms out, resting your forehead down. And just connecting with your breath and bringing awareness into your heart center. Coming up onto your knees, curling your toes under, and then your next exhale, you're pushing back into downward facing dog, the first one of the day, and then inhale down onto your knees and open up in the chest, look forwards, nice little back bend. Exhale, down dog, inhale, back down onto your knees and open up in the chest. Keep going. It's a nice little way of starting to build up that energy gently and smoothly. And the next time you're in downward facing dog, you're going to stay there. You make any movements that feel good for you today. So feel the grounding, the connection of your hands to the earth. You can begin to move your hips, sway your hips, move in any way that feels comfortable for you. Bend your knees, rest your chest on the top of your thigh, and then straighten these legs and press the heels down, lifting your hips up to the sky, finding your drishti point, finding your breath. And then staying on the balls of your feet, you're inhaling, coming forwards, upward facing dog. Exhale to down dog. So inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Keep going. And if any of your students find that's too hard for them, or they've got issues with their bodies, you're coming down onto your knees. Exhale to sit back in the heels. Inhale to come forward. So whichever variation you're working with, Make sure your shoulders are relaxed to protect your neck when you're working with the breath. So it's a good one for bone stacking. A lot of women don't do enough like upper body strength stuff, and this is really good for bone stacking, so it prevents osteoporosis. It's good for keeping your bones nice and strong. So take your feet together now. You're going to inhale, lift up your right leg, bend your knee, open up your hip, look over that left shoulder so you can spot your foot. Just breathe into it, stay there. Slowly dropping that foot down. Inhale, lift up your left leg, bend the knee, open up the hip, look over your right shoulder, breathe into it. Slowly dropping your feet down. Inhale, take your right foot forward, drop your left knee at the top of the left foot, arms all the way up to the sky, crescent moon. Inhale to open up your heart and exhale, hands to heart center. Keep going. From here, take that left elbow to the outside edge of your right thigh. Palms together, looking over that right shoulder. Either staying there or taking that left hand down to the pinky toe and the right arm is going up to the sky. Finding your breath. Gently releasing, place your hands to the inside of the foot, walk the foot out a little bit. Dipping your hips, slowly allowing yourself to come forward. If you can come down onto your elbows, that's fine. Don't worry if you can't. Just make sure you're not holding tension in the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. With every exhale, allow yourself to melt that little bit deeper. Inhaling to slowly come back up, walk that foot in a little bit, hands either side, curl it back toes under, push up, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the left foot forwards, drop the right knee, the top of the right foot, arms all the way up to the sky, crescent moon. Inhale, open up the heart, exhale, hands to heart center, keep going. From here, get the right elbow to the outside edge, the left thigh, palms together, looking over that left shoulder. Smooth the breath out. You're either staying there, or if you want a deeper expression of this twist, take the right hand down to the pinky toe and the left arm's going up to the sky. Slowly releasing. Placing your hands to the inside of the foot. Walk the foot out a little bit, dipping your hips and slowly allowing yourself to come forward. Relax the jaw and shoulders and just really breathe into where you are. Inhale to slowly come back up, walk that foot in a little bit, hands at either side, curl the back toes under, push up, downward facing dog. Checking in with yourself, checking in with your breath. Just staying here for a few breaths. Inhale, take your right foot forward, swivel the back foot, bend the front knee. Moving into Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Inhaling to straighten that front leg, exhale to bend it. Keep going. On your next exhale, you're going to keep that knee bent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades together. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Keep going. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Reach back, either hold the elbows or palms together, reverse namaste. Inhale to open up in the chest. Exhale to fold into Parsvottanasana. Inhaling to come all the way back up. Releasing the hands at either side of that front foot. Push back into downward facing dog. Finding your breath, listening to your body. Inhaling, taking the left foot forward. Swivel the back foot. Bend the front heel. Bend the front knee, sorry. Bend your heel. What am I speaking about? Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale to bend the knee. Keep going. Your next exhale, keep the knee bent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Keep going. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Reach back, either hold the elbows or palms together. Inhale, open up your heart. Exhale to fold forwards, drawing the belly button back towards the spine. Inhaling to come all the way back up. Releasing the hands at either side of that front foot. Push back into downward facing dog. Find your breath. Inhale, lift up your right leg. Exhale, draw the foot forward so it's in between your hands. Swivel the back foot, bend the front knee. It's a bit of a wider stance now. We're moving into warrior two. Heel to instep, the hips facing the side of your mat. Opening up in the shoulders, looking along that front arm. Curl the fingers around your thumbs and draw back your bow and arrows with your left elbow. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Really breathe into this. This is a great one for grounding. Muladhara Chakra. Safety, security, stability. Where you are within a group or family. It's the color red. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Take your arms out, and as you exhale, bend that front knee and take the left arm up and over. Inhale, come back up, and exhale, come back into it. So moving in and out of variation of Utthita Parsvottanasana, extended side angle pose. So really just work with the breath. So I'll go to the side here. And then your next exhale, you're going to stay in this pose. So the right palm is facing up. And then exhale to open up the arm, palm facing up. Inhale, take the arm over. So exhale, inhale. Keep going. On your next inhale, you're going to stay in Utthita Parsvottanasana. The gaze should be up to the left hand that's facing down, opening up that left shoulder. But if you've got neck issues, if that doesn't work for you, just find where your neck does feel right and breathe into it. Inhaling to come all the way back up. From here, turning to the side of your mat, and you're going to open up your feet, bend your knees, moving into goddess pose. Take your fingers into Gyan Mudra, shoulders back and down, trying to curl the tailbone under slightly, and imagine that you're breathing this goddess energy into your heart center. Inhaling to straighten the legs and then turn to the left now. So bend that left knee. Take your arms out. Inhale, straighten the leg. And then exhale, moving into your expression of Utthita Parsvakonasana, inhaling to come back up. Keep going. Your next exhale, you're staying there. Inhale and then exhale to open up the arm. Inhale to take the arm over. Keep working with this movement. Your next inhale, staying in Utthita Parsvakonasana, looking up that right hand that's facing down. If you don't have neck issues, find your breath, staying strong and stable. Inhaling to come all the way back up, turn to the side of your mat again. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale to open up in the chest and exhale to fold forwards into variation of Prasarita Padmottanasana, standing wide-legged forward bend. Inhaling to come all the way back up. And then you're going to step to the front of your mat, Samastitihi, and then into Tadasana. Shoulders back and down, close the eyes. Feel the connection of your feet to the earth and be aware of the prana moving through your body. Be aware of the fluctuations of the mind stuff, only as an observer. Be aware of your emotions, observe them, allow them to be visitors, no judgment. And then opening your eyes. Let's do a little bit of balancing today. So tree pose, Vrikshasana. So you're going to take your right foot to your left ankle, stay there if you're having a wobbly day, or take it to your calf, or to your inner thigh. If you take it to your inner thigh, really engage that thigh and press with equal pressure. Your arms are going to come out, palms facing upwards. As you inhale, lift the arms up and take the gaze up to your hands. Exhale, take the gaze back and the arms back down. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, come down. Keep going. Take the left fingertips into a mudra. Right hand reaching back, that right foot flowing forwards into Natarajasana, opening up the spine. Place your hands onto your hips and lift that right leg up. Engage the bandhas, shoulders relax, with the breath out. Slowly allowing that foot to come down. And again, check in with yourself. Where are you now? Relax your jaw. Let's do the other side. Take your left foot to your right ankle. Stay there if you're wobbly, or to your calf, or to your inner thigh. Press with equal pressure. A contraindication for tree pose. Never put your foot at your knee joint. You see so many pictures of people on Instagram with their foot on their knee. It's really not good for your knee. So, so you're either ankle, calf, inner thigh, or you can do half lotus. So our arms are out, palms are facing up. Inhale, take your arms up, looking up. Exhale to look forwards. So you see we've done warm-ups. Then we did a kind of vinyasa, working with our standing postures. And we're now into a little segment of standing balances. So it's just little segments working your way through where you want to be. Today we're building prana in our bodies, lifting our energy in a subtle way. Because of the waning moon, because of our energy just now, we don't want to build it too quickly or too high. So take the right fingertips into a mudra, left hand's reaching back, that left foot, and you're folding forwards into Natarajasana. Keep the shoulders relaxed and try and open up the spine, not just bending in the lumbar spine, more bendier part of your body. Place your hands onto your hips and lift that left leg up. Engage the bandhas. And then releasing. Again, checking in with yourself. Coming back to your breath. Coming back to your heart space. So remind you to come out of your head and into your body, to feel as opposed to think. So coming forwards onto the front of your mat. Inhale, take your arms all the way up, and then exhaling to fold forwards. Inhaling, coming halfway up, lengthen through the spine, and exhaling, stepping back to plank pose. So let's work with the vayus here and build some agni in our navel point. So inhale, draw the breath down to behind the navel. Exhale, draw the breath up to behind the navel. So inhale, breath down. Exhale, breath up. You can work with these vayus, that breath work, in so many different poses. I just really love to do it with this plank pose. Drop the knees, drop the chest, and drop the pelvis. So we're moving into a mini cobra flow. So hands are underneath the shoulders and tuck the elbows in. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, come all the way up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, all the way down. So inhale, mini cobra. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Keep going. Then when you're ready, stack the hands in front of you, rest your forehead down. Allow yourself to melt down into your mats and just really let go of any last remnants of tension. And then from here, we're going to do like a Parivrita Dhanurasana. So it's a little bit, so it just really gets your spine working here. You're going to take your left arm and reach back to hold on to your right foot. Take your right arm out. So it's Ardha Parivrita Dhanurasana. So not just half bow. You're kind of reaching back to give yourself to really open up your body a little bit more. Breathe into it. Gently releasing, stack the hands in front of you, rest your forehead down. Relax your shoulders, feel the prana move through your body. And then raising your head, bending the left knee, reaching back the right hand, so it's opposite hand and foot for this one. Left arms out, inhale to come up and breathe. Slowly allowing yourself to come back down, resting your head down. Feel the warmth you've created in your spine. Because these were both asymmetrical, let's work with a symmetrical pose and do the full expression of Dhanurasana. So holding on to your ankles, pointing the balls of your feet up to the sky. As you inhale, push the shins away. Nice deep breaths. Slowly allowing yourself to come down. Again, stack the hands in front of you. Rest your forehead down. So from here, you're going to gently push yourself up into Malasana. Take your arms out in front of you, rest your head down, and as you're breathing in and out to your kidneys here, straight through your adrenal system. So some of you might want to come up into dolphin pose. So you're just keeping your forearms on the ground and lifting your hips up. Or some of you might have headstand in your practice, supported headstand. So either moving into dolphin, or you're coming into child's pose if you need a little rest, or moving into Shasana, headstand. Slowly allowing yourself to come down, coming into child's pose. We're all coming into child's pose, checking in with ourselves, checking in with our breath. Just your hands either side of your head and gently allowing yourself to come up. Oh, somebody's Kate's trying to get back in, is she? There we go. And then moving into shoulder stand pose. So you're going to lie on your back. So I always teach and I practice shoulder stand in a way that you get the same benefits but less pressure on your cervical spine. So you're pushing down with your elbows, lifting up with your hips, holding onto your hips, but then you're dipping your hips. Your feet are still directly above your head. Just breathe into where you are. Take your legs over if you like. You might want to come into a variation of plow. You can either keep holding onto your hips or take your arms over your head and reach for your toes and try hold onto your toes. If you can hold onto your toes and dip your hips slightly, and again, this takes the pressure off of your cervical spine. Place your hands back onto your hips if they're not already there, and slowly allow yourself to come down. Coming down onto your back, palms facing upwards, feet slightly turned out, and again, just sink into the ground, come back to your breath, be aware of the prana moving through your body now. Draw your knees into your belly here. And then place your feet in the ground. Your feet are hip width apart. You're tucking heels into your bottom, arms down by your side. And then inhale to lift up with the hips and take the arms over the head. Exhale to slowly allow the hips and the arms to come back down. So keep working with that. Draw your knees into your belly and rock yourselves up to seated position. Take your legs out in front of you. And we're going to move into Janushirshasana. Take your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Flex that left foot towards you. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to fold. And work that right set of ribs towards the left inner thigh. Inhaling to come all the way back up. You're going to get that long left leg, lift it up, take it over the bent knee. Inhale, take your right arm up. Exhale, cross it over, either on top of the knee, the outside edge of the thigh, and the left hand to the floor behind you. Breathe in to lengthen, and breathe out to twist. You're either going to stay here working with your twist and your breath, or you can take that right hand through the triangular space, and the left hand's going to go behind your back to really deepen this twist. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Breathe into your body. Then releasing, take the left arm to the inside of the left thigh, right hand to the floor behind you. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to twist. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to twist. And then releasing, take your legs out in front of you. Left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Flex that right foot towards you for Janushirshasana. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold. Working that left set of ribs towards the right inner thigh now. Inhaling to come all the way back up. Get that long right leg. Lift it up and take it over the bent knee. Inhale, left arms up to the sky. Exhale, cross it over either on the knee or the outside edge of the thigh. Right hand to the floor behind you. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out to twist. Either stay here working with your twist or take that left arm through the little triangular space and the right arm's behind your back. Then releasing, take your right arm to the inside of your right thigh, left hand on the floor behind you. Breathe in to lengthen and breathe out to twist. Breathe in to lengthen, breathe out to twist. And release. Take your legs out in front of you and bend your knees if you need to, because you're taking your arms over your hands over your toes. Oh. No idea why my phone decided to almost die on me there, just as well we're almost near the end of the practice. So place your hands over your toes, inhale to lengthen through the spine, and exhale to fold. So inhaling to lengthen, exhale to fold. Keep going. Maybe there was a power cut during the storms last night, so my phone didn't charge. That's perhaps the reason my phone's going to die very soon. So your next exhale, keep down there and really breathe into the back of your shoulder blades. Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. Inhaling to come all the way back up. Moving onto your back here. Draw your knees into your belly. And then you're going to straighten out your right leg. Take hold of the left knee with your right arm and push that knee over onto the right. And your hips and your shoulders can come off the ground if you like. Left arm's going to go over. And you're going to just find where your head wants to look. If you want stretch in your neck. So there's no rules to what the shape is or where you're at, as long as you're not holding any tension. Let's kind of have a bit of a yin-based twist, seated supine twist here. Just what expression of supine twist does your body feel it needs right at this moment? Really feel into your own intuition and give your body what it needs. Draw your knees into your belly. Going back to center. Straightening out your left leg. Taking hold of that right knee with your left hand. Dropping the knee down. Not minding if your hips or your shoulders come off the ground. Take your right arm over, up to the sky. Bend the elbow if you need to. Find where does your head want to go. Breathe into it. There's no tension. You're letting go. There's no flexing of the feet. There's nothing you need to do. Nothing you have to be. Just listen to your body. What do you need right now in this moment? Slowly coming back to center. And then we're moving into your own version of happy baby. Do you want to hold on to the outside of your feet or the inside of the feet? What feels right for you today? Make sure you're not holding tension in your jaw or shoulders. And just breathe into your hips. Feel the lower part of your back connecting to the earth. And then finding yourself down into Shavasana, palms facing upwards, feet slightly turned out, relaxing down into your mats and just let go. Feeling yourself melting down. Let go of your practice, let go of your breath, and just be. So come home. Come home to the infinite power that lives within you. Come home to the remembrance of who you are. Come home to your inner peace and to the light of your soul's essence. Take a deep breath into your center. Feel it now. Come home. Because it is your time to heal and to rise. The divine is calling you and filling you with strength to support you in coming home to your center. There is a place of stillness within you that is wise, aware, present, perceptive, grounded, and trusting. There is no deeper truth. You are sacred. You are divine. You are love. This is the true core of your being, hidden behind layers of the hurt this world has wrapped around you. The illusion of separation is now shedding. You are coming home into the divine embrace of oneness, purity, remembrance. You feel it now. The inner resonance that knows in every cell of your body that you are love. You are divinely connected. You are worthy. You are healed. Breathe in, breathe out. You have arrived. Welcome home. Starting to bring your awareness back into the room, back into where your body's lying on the floor. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, stretching your arms over your head, away from your body. Stretch your feet away from your body. Pull your knees in, give yourselves a wee hug. Rolling from side to side to loosen off your sacrum. And then rolling onto your right side into recovery position and just stay there. And then gently pushing yourselves up to seated position, placing your hands in Anjali Mudra, We're going to end our session with an Om. Here we go. Om. Namaste. Thank you for practicing yoga with me this morning. So let's switch this off.